I have been so blessed and overwhelmed by all your support for this podcast. Seriously, it means the world to me. The show wouldn't be what it is without your help. And if you'd like to find out how you can help support this podcast further, just shoot me a mail at kazilajosh@icloud.com. That's KAZHILAJOSH@icloud.com. Or simply comment help on whatever platform you're listening on, and I'll get back to you. Your support helps me keep creating these episodes and helps the show grow even more. Hey, welcome to the 42 Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Joshua Kajila. This is a space built primarily for athletes where their stories are told and shared with the world. The name 42 means for the athlete to the world, and that's exactly our mission. Along the way, we'll also dive into everything happening in our wonderful world of sports. So whether you're an athlete, a fan, or just love a good story, you are in the right place. Hey guys, welcome to the 42 Sports Podcast, and it's another edition of the Meet the Athlete series. And today I'm with Jaedon Terlouw. Jaedon, how are you doing?
I'm great, thanks, and yourself?
No, I'm doing well. So Jaedon, let's just get right into it. For someone meeting you for the first time, who is Jaedon Terlouw in your own words?
So, I think a God-fearing man.
Yep.
I'm a professional cyclist as well. I grew up in Pretoria, in South Africa. I think that's... I love family orientation. So, doing things with the family. I think that's who I am, I think.
Yeah, and why like cycling? Because I mean, in South Africa, there's cricket, there's soccer, there's rugby. Why cycling? Why did you choose cycling?
So, I think, well, first of all, my parents were always cycling. Like when I was younger, I grew up with it in my family. My dad owns a bicycle shop, and my grandpa. So, I've always grown up with a bike since I was two years old. I was on those bikes without pedals, where you like kick or you run on them. So I've always been cycling, and I mean, look, I love normal sport like cricket, soccer, hockey, all of those type of things. I don't know. I think I think I was decent at it, and I just grew a love for it as well. Because I think I don't want to say there's no like team aspect around it, but like I can rely on, like I don't have to rely on anyone, like I can do my thing, and if anything happens, it's my fault, like I don't have to. So I think that part of it, I like it. But I think, that's why I chose cycling. It's, I think, and it's also, you can be an adrenaline junkie as well. You don't have to, or you can really send the downhills and really have fun on the bike. So whilst you in control as well, which like, for example, if you do, it's like a roller coaster ride, but you in control of it. Like you can control the speed, and you know that the metal balls underneath you aren't going to break. So that's my fear, Brad. Don't do that.
I
think that's the reason.
And when did you so you grew up loving cycling from a young age. I think you said 2, and it's been in the family. But for yourself, at what age did you know that, okay, you mentioned you realized you're really good, but at what age did you know, like, okay, I can actually take this a step further than just being a hobby?
So I think I started racing, not seriously, but like the school series in high school, probably grade 8 or so. Then after that, like that was all just like fun, and like I was usually on the podium, like top 5s and wherever we were racing. So that was always great. But then like seriously, I think matric. Grade 11 matric, I started taking it like super seriously. Well, we had COVID matric, so it was actually grade 11. I started taking it like super seriously. I thought like I can actually make a career out of this. So then we hit COVID, and then there were no races for that year and a half or whatever. but yeah, I think grade 11 is where that spark really ignited.
Also, since grade 11, and since then, or since you started taking cycling maybe seriously, what has your biggest achievement been so far?
Yeah, I think biggest achievement, I think probably 947 ride Joburg that happened the other day. I think that's probably the biggest win. I've won an SA title as well, so that's also pretty cool.
Yeah, just pretty cool, right?
Just yeah. No, that's quite cool. But I think other than that, it's definitely ride Joburg. Yeah.
And okay, so look, I'm new to cycling, and a lot of people that are listening to this podcast might not really be aware of what it takes to be a cyclist that performs at your level. And just, I guess, for somebody who doesn't really understand cycling, can you maybe give me a bit of a rundown what your week looks like, what training looks like, what the races look like?
Okay, so my week as a professional rider, so this is like literally what I do as a job, right? So I'll wake up in the morning, I'll eat like certain foods as well, because it's also very like you have to be like conscious of what you're eating, because it plays a massive role in performance. So I'll eat whatever toast and Rice Krispies actually. So because it's a really fast releasing carbohydrate, or it releases really fast into your system. So I'll have that, and then I'll go do my training, whether that's 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, depending on the type of training block I'm in. My coach will prescribe me certain training, and then those hours will either be loaded with zone 2, or zone 2 is like, I think it's an easy zone. Okay. But it's like a not too hard, but it's not too easy, right? So it's like a
in between,
happy
almost.
Medium. Yes, yeah. It's just a good. I can't tell you the science behind it, but it's like where your heart rate's not over like 145, so it's not like a super crazy exertion, but it allows for strain on your body. Then it will either be loaded with that, or I'll have tons of intervals. So an interval is like a sprint, and that will also vary between 30 minutes to 30 seconds. So it will also, depending on the training block that we're trying and the form that we're trying to achieve, we'll be doing different interval sets at different times of the year. So then I'll come home after my training for recovery as well. Sports massage. So, and it's not nice. So people usually think, sports massage, that sounds fantastic. It's horrible. It's really horrible. Like, it's so painful because like your muscles are in like such a spasm. You just like, it's
so it's not something you look forward to.
Not nice. But then I guess just try and keep off our feet, because like obviously the more you're on your feet and you're walking around, the more strain you're adding to your body. So, and to recover for the next day's training is quite something, because obviously we're like packed with training every single day. So it's quite hectic. Like you have to recover properly from your that day's training so that you can perform the next day. We just try to stay off our feet, and then go sleep or stretch and roll our muscles as well, and then go sleep basically.
And then the transition from like amateur cyclists to professional cyclists, because it sounds like there's a lot of behind the scenes work that goes on. How is that like transition for you, stepping into a fully professional kind of mindset when it comes to cycling?
It's like, yes, there'll be 10 minutes between whatever an amateur or a professional at the end of a race, but to gain those 10 minutes, it takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
So, and like, as I said, like everything you do affects the outcome of the next day's training. So you have to constantly be thinking, okay, what am I going to do today that's not going to affect, or if I'm going to go for a hike today or whatever, like, yeah, I don't know what an example would be, but yeah, that thing is going to affect, if I go sleep late, that's going to affect my next day's training. Like,
sure. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the podcast so far. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Before we dive back into the episode, I'd love it if you could take a quick moment to support this podcast. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, leaving a review or a rating goes a long way. And if you're watching on YouTube, a like, a comment, or even subscribing would mean the world to me. All right, that's enough from my side. Let's get back into the show.
So it is quite, yeah, you have to really be thinking about all of these things, and it's a I don't think you can really fully understand it unless you're doing it. Like it's super, yeah, it's quite something, like
quite hectic.
Like, yeah, I guess I guess it's quite difficult to explain, but yeah, I think you get the gist of it.
Yeah, no, I definitely get it. And I guess, so that's like more from a performance perspective, but like, let's say from a social place, you mentioned earlier that you're quite big on family. How has it been with your professional career and having to maybe travel around or take your craft very seriously? How has that, I guess, affected your family dynamics? What are some things you guys have had to do to kind of navigate that, if you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I think I'm in a super fortunate position. Like, my family really support me, really support what I'm doing. So I think Monique, my girlfriend, worked out the other day that I'm away from home 6 months of the year.
Oh my!
Like, just training and racing.
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks at a time. But so it's not complete like 6 months straight, but it's in total around 6 months, 5 to 6 months. So it is hectic. Like, and I think also, like, I always have to think about, I have to tell the people, like my family, like, if there's a family gathering or whatever, I'm like, guys, if anyone's sick, let me know so that I don't have to come, because not that I don't want to come, but like, I can't risk that because our immune systems are so low, because we're putting our body under so much strain each and every single day. So
wait, sorry. So you're saying your immune system is lower, like it's weaker?
Yes. Yeah.
Huh.
For sure. So like if someone's sick in the room, I can get sick super easily. Like, literally anything can make me sick, like way faster than what a normal person would, just because our immune systems are so shot. Yeah.
That's okay.
Like, it's
insane.
Actually crazy. Like, I wear a mask when we travel. Like, now I flew down to Cape Town. I wore a mask on the plane. Like, just for an example, because of I don't want to risk getting sick, and I get sick really easily. Like, even just the bacteria, if we get mud up our nose or what.
Yeah.
Good to take care of that properly. Otherwise, that can cause an infection as well. So
I don't know that. I would have thought that, I don't know, you guys, since you're training like every day, you're like superhuman.
Well, that's the thing. I think your body can only handle so much. So I think it's, I guess. So back to the family thing. Like, I think that also takes, I think a lot of people get annoyed with me, like, at a gathering as well, because of that. So.
Yeah, I can imagine. But I mean, like you said, you have a supportive family, and I think that has benefited you tremendously. Just being able to see your parents and your extended family support you. It's not just like at the races, but even things like family events. That, those are type of situations that people don't think about. So it's actually very insightful to hear you sharing that with me. And so I guess I asked earlier your biggest achievement in your career. Do you have any, or have you had any low moments in your career?
Oh, bro, all the time. Like, there's been lots of races where you, even in training, like, where you're mentally just not there, and like you don't want to do it anymore, and it's so difficult. Like, it's really mentally draining, and if you're not there mentally, like, it's a horrible experience. Like, it's really tough, and I think the conditions and the stuff that we put our bodies through, like, I remember this one time. So Atuquas is it's a race on our calendar. It's beginning of the year, but it is super hectic. Like, it's crazy terrain, super rocky, super sandy. Like, your bike just like sinks in, and there's lots of climbing, and it's usually 35 degrees plus. It starts in Oudtshoorn, I think, and then ends in George. So it's brutal. It's like 130 k's, but usually takes us like 5 hours. And like, the first time I did that, I didn't want to look at my bike after that race. Like, I was in such a, like, I didn't want to ride my bike. I was contemplating living, really not I'm serious. Like, I was so depressed because it was just so mentally tough. So yeah, no, I go through a lot of low points. But I guess it's just about, like, for me, I just need to focus on the Lord then, and I feel that this is his, like, direction for my life, and I think that also will help. Well, it does help. So yeah. No,
that's powerful. I mean, like you said, you won the Ride Johannesburg race recently. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. But it's, everyone was celebrating that high moment, and nobody really, except the people closest to you, nobody's really, I guess, aware of those low moments. From the outside, like, sure. When you're a kid, for me, I dreamed of becoming like a professional soccer player, because that life just seems so cool. Like, you get to kick a ball for a living, you get to travel to different places, and then you get to earn money for doing that. So I'm sure there's like a lot of fun to the cycling, but like, as you said, there's the mental side too, where you're at like a really tough race, and it's you have professional responsibilities now, and so it's still fun, it's still a passion, it's what God has given you to do, but just because of all the challenges that you might face, it's not always a super fun experience. And I think that's also very valuable for younger cyclists to hear, because I mean, after your win at Ride Joburg, there's like a lot of, maybe there's younger cyclists now looking up to you and saying, I want to be there, but saying like, hey, at a certain point after one of my races, I was depressed. That's very sobering.
Like, it happens all the time, even after training. Like, if a training session doesn't go well, where you're like, what am I doing here? Like, am I even good enough to be riding? Should I even be riding at this level? Like, like it's quite hectic. I probably have more lows. Like 2-to-1 ratio, like lows than to highs. Like, because the thing is, you work so hard for like a result, right? Because it's all result driven. Like, it's literally what it is. And you work so hard for months and sometimes even years, and then you get to that one race that you've worked so hard towards, and you don't perform, or you get a puncture, or something out of your control happens, and then it's all gone, and then you're like, so it is quite brutal. It's a super brutal sport, and I think you just have to learn to adapt and conquer those challenges.
We're gonna wrap up this conversation now, but I want to ask you, what would a successful career look like for you? So let's say, I don't know, what's the average age of cyclists when they retire?
Probably around 35 or 30, 35-ish.
35-ish.
I think from 35-ish, your level starts to drop, or 33-ish, your level starts to drop. Okay. So a lot of people, retire before their level starts dropping.
So when you reach 35 and you start, your performance starts dropping. What, like I guess now looking forward, what would a successful career look like to you?
Sorry, it broke up for a second.
Oh, no worries.
What
would a successful career look like for you going forward until the day you retire?
So I think, is this result driven?
It could be result driven or overall, or in a, like, you know, God gave you something to do and you did it. So it could be anything.
Okay. I think probably, if I'm going to look at results, I definitely want to win the Cape Epic. That's the Tour de France of mountain biking. And it's held here in South Africa. So yeah, I think that would be awesome, winning on home soil. I think getting a top 3 at a World Champs would also be a good goal. And then I think that's maybe it for results wise. Then I think, my main goal for cycling, I think, is to just spread the word and spread the love of God. So if I can do that to the best of my ability, I think that'll be a success in its own.
Yeah. Well, Jaedon, thank you so much for this conversation, and wishing you all the best for the rest of the season. So what does the rest of the year look like for you? For I can't even say on the track, on the bike. Let me say on the bike. What does the rest of the year look like for you?
So we're heading into off season now. So our off season is from mid-November to, I think, mid-Jan, and then we start our first race. So we got like 2 months. It's not like off season. You think off season, you think, okay, I don't ride my bike, but off season when I don't ride my bike is 2 weeks. So I'm going to have 2 weeks now after the Wines to Wales, which is my last race now. That's happening this weekend. It's a 3-day stage race. So then I've got like 2 weeks off the bike, completely off the bike, and then we start our build for next year. So it will be 1.5 months of building form from basically nothing, because that 2 weeks is enough time to, I guess, not to lose all of your fitness, but and then dive into next year.
No, I'm wishing you all the best for your race this weekend, and enjoy the 2 week off season where you're not really doing too much, and hoping it's a good time of rest and recovery for you. But from me and all of my close friends and family, we've been very blessed and impressed by your career. I mean, even going back to high school, where I guess cycling, like at a school level, nobody really pays too much attention to cycling because it's traditionally bigger sports. But even then, you're already getting the attention of a lot of the school as well, and it's so cool to see how far God is taking you, and I can't wait to see where this ends up, bro.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Cool, man.